Have you ever met someone who argues with absolute certainty, yet nothing they say actually makes sense? They're loud, confident, and somehow always wrong. It's easy to think it's just arrogance, but psychology says it often points to something deeper, not just a lack of knowledge, but a lack of awareness itself. Research shows that low intelligence doesn't always look the way we expect. It's not just poor grades or slow thinking. Sometimes it hides behind ego, rigidity, and emotional chaos. Let's uncover the everyday habits that quietly reveal an extremely low IQ, backed by real psychology. 1. Confidence without clarity. Psychologists call it the Dunning-Kruger effect. It's when people who know the least believe they know the most. They speak with authority but crumble when asked to explain. They don't know enough to realize what they don't know. True intelligence questions itself. Ignorance never does. 2. No curiosity, no growth. Smart minds ask why. Low IQ individuals rarely do. They avoid questions because learning feels like confrontation. They prefer comfort over challenge and entertainment over understanding. But curiosity is the fuel of intelligence. Without it, the mind stops evolving. 3. Black and white thinking. To them, something is either 100% right or 100% wrong. Psychologists call this cognitive rigidity, the inability to see nuance. If you can't hold two ideas in your mind at once, you don't think, you react. Wisdom lives in the gray areas. 4. Emotional chaos. Low emotional intelligence often walks hand in hand with low cognitive ability. These are the people who explode over nothing, misread tone as attack, and turn every correction into a personal insult. Their emotions sit in the driver's seat, steering them into conflict again and again. The truly intelligent respond differently. They pause, think, and let perspective guide their reaction. Emotional control isn't suppression. It's strength in its purest form. It's awareness so sharp that ego no longer rules the mind. 5. The blame reflex. They move through life believing they're passengers, not drivers. To them, every setback is fate, every failure someone else's fault. Psychologists call this an external locus of control, a mindset where life happens to you instead of because of you. But the truth is, growth only begins where excuses end. Responsibility isn't a burden, it's freedom. The moment you stop blaming luck or others, you regain power over your story. Without that ownership, progress doesn't just slow, it disappears. 6. Fear of opposing views. For some people, disagreement feels like an attack on who they are. They don't see it as a difference in ideas, but as a threat to their identity. That's why conversations with them often spiral. Emotion takes over where logic should be. But real debate isn't about ego. It's about understanding. Reason demands patience, reflection, and humility. The truly intelligent know this. They listen twice before speaking once. Not because they're unsure, but because they value truth more than being right. Low IQ isn't just ignorance. It's the inability to see your own ignorance. And the moment you realize how little you know, that's when real intelligence begins. If you love decoding human behavior and understanding the psychology behind everyday life, hit subscribe, because awareness is the first step to wisdom.